This video is brought to you by Midway USA. Support the channel by choosing Midway for your shooting and outdoor supplies.
Bing bing.
So, solid front, non-see-through. So what are we doing here? I did not know that there was a term for this until I started shooting with Josh.
Yeah, Henry called me up and he was all excited. He's like, yeah, we should talk about this thing that I've been doing where
For years at this point though. For years.
Sure. Well, like you were telling me you did it, didn't you do it deployed, you said?
Yeah. When I had a red dot, I would actually just take off the rear because they only had the solid front and backs back then that they gave us.
Solid back and solid front.
And it was high speed if you didn't have the bikini caps.
Yeah.
Back then. So they had either the solid flip ups with the Tanabrex, the kill flashes.
Yeah.
And I hated the kill flash because when you ran the kill flash, it degraded your optical quality. Now I didn't have a magnifier back then, but if you use a magnifier behind a kill flash, you absolutely saw the degradation in optical quality. Yeah. And so I just like them.
And I think that, there's obviously, when you're staring past the kill flash and onto the target,
right?
It's like you don't really see it when you're doing this type of thing. But like if you're doing long range shooting,
right, then
with the kill flash,
then without a kill flash, I'm able to have the option of better optical quality going down range. Like, so the point is, I started doing an occluded optical shooting, and I learned later on that you guys in the sports shooting community use this as a training tool all the time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whereas I was actually doing this because I wanted some form of a kill flash without using a kill flash. But in an emergency situation, if you were transporting the rifle, let's say you were driving and you had to dismount for a 25-meter target, bump it up, and I shanked one, by the way. You're able to get it on target, even without the front popped open.
Right. So totally closed front. You just stare right through the optic with one eye, and your other eye is open, and your brain does some really cool crap, and it superimposes the dot on the target.
And the reason I got to that's good that you bring it up, is because of the old school. What is that thing called?
What is it?
I forgot the name of the optical device. We'll put it in post. I'll just say it in post right now. Hey guys, I was thinking about the Armson OEG, which is, I'll post a couple pictures right here. But yeah, totally blanked on it when I was on the range. But in the Vietnam era, they used to have that the optical device where it was just a fiber optic.
Oh, right.
And the guys, like, if you got behind it, you couldn't see through it on the right side, but you needed to use like your binocular vision, and your brain would combine the two and put the dot onto the target. And that required no batteries. It was a really cool thing that they used back then, especially since battery technology and diode technology isn't like it is today, but they use the same concept there. And so for me, by doing this in my deployed environment, I had the best of both worlds. I was able to shoot it even in an emergency situation, but unlike using a kill flash, I didn't have a degraded optical quality. If I wanted to take a longer shot, I just popped it open and I had clear glass to look through.
So on the training side of the house, and where I know all of this from, it's how we would teach, or how I learned to shoot both eyes open, and how I have taught people to sort of trust the both eyes open style of shooting, because you can literally close your optic and still be able to, and it's not like we're barely hitting something. Like you can be extremely effective with this on, again, this SAPI plate size target out
25 meters.
I mean, further than this, where this happens to be where we're shooting it from.
Yeah. But
you can definitely do it further. And again, we could shot entire USPSA stages with the optics.
Oh, you
covered.
have?
Yeah. Just as like prove the concept.
Just as a demonstration.
Yeah. Just to prove the concept.
So the cool thing about this project is there's so many things that Josh and we think that is so cool. And we come to each other and we're like, hey, dude, look, this is super cool that I've like let me try to do some knowledge transfer. And then like 5 minutes later, Josh is like, oh yeah, everybody does that in the competition world. I'm like, wow. I just feel like, you know.
Hey, are you guys enjoying hanging out on range with us? Well, maybe you'd like to join the Patreon and hop into the private Discord. We'll see you guys there. Let's get back to it.
So I've seen people ask, why does Aimpoint ship with a clear rear cover and a blacked out front as opposed to like say 2 clear covers, for example? They used to ship these with the bikini covers.
Oh, the worst. Everyone just took them off. Even with...
Yeah, all my H1s and stuff, none of them have. Yeah. I don't have covers on any of them. I just dumped all the bikinis.
On my bikini covers, it sounds really bad. I used to actually end up cutting the back one.
Yeah.
And so at the very least, I could just like remove the front one.
Just have it like hanging, like stuck on there.
Yeah, like a Mosin Nagant PU sniper with a little scope caps on the side. Nobody likes the bikini covers though. I'm sure they're cheap.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, you guys have seen where on some of my rifles, I have them taped onto the front of my my lights. So yeah, people have asked why go with the black front instead of a clear and a clear. Well, it has to do with the reflectivity. So like obviously, if you reflect off the sun, you basically flashing.
You put your position out.
Yeah, you're flashing your optic. And with a clear cap,
which is a point of a kill flash. This is also why using a solid front serves as what you want the kill flash to do.
Right, so it solves the issue of the kill flash, but also it also actually seals the front.
Yep.
So it has some of the benefits of the kill flash, and it has the benefits of the cover, which are you don't actually get crap inside of the kill flash.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you guys have ever if you've ever gotten liquid or frozen liquid in there, it does suck. So, although we were in Texas, I have gotten to do that before, and it was not awesome.
But I mean, look, that's just a small thing that I found is really useful. It's a fun thing that we can bring up as one of those instances that Josh and I, we're talking on range. Oh, this is super cool, and then it turns out, no, everybody does it. But not in a tactical sense.
Right. So like you thought about it from a tactical perspective. Yeah. And I was thinking about it from a performance perspective.
Yeah. It's really cool how those ideas converge into one. And now we see Aimpoint shipping all of their optics with a solid front and a clear back, kind of like how you look at my legacy Aimpoint, how I kit mine out.
Yeah. And
so Aimpoint copied me. Is like, don't worry about it, guys.
And and ultimately, you can do this with
anything,
LPVOs, as long as they have an illuminated reticle.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be like a fire dot reticle, because when it's blacked out over the front, you can still see even dimmer illuminations like very well.
I've never tried that. That's super cool.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed hanging out with us for this little snippet, a little nibble.
And with a mag dump?
Mag dump. See you guys in the range.
716, this is Steel 96, 4 Vic, 8 packs, Redcon 1, green to green. How copy, over?
Steel 96, this is 716, roger, over. 16, Steel 91, 1 pack, green, green, over. This is 716, roger, over.
16, Steel 92, 1 Victor, 2 packs, Redcon 1, over.